Hey guys. Oh man, I was so excited to watch these two episodes. They were pretty epic for
Hmm.
Uncanny Counter. I was really excited, and I think I want to tell you about some powers I think Moon has that we haven't discovered yet
Right.
in this series.
Right.
So, more on that after this. Welcome back, y'all.
Welcome back.
So this is episodes 11 and 12 of Uncanny Counter. I can't believe we're almost done. We're
Hmm.
75% through. I wonder what is waiting for us around the corner. But right now, at the beginning of episode 11, I was
Uh-huh.
like, what the hell is Moon going to do? He has no powers. He's like, they're beating, there's like, how was it? What, five? Evil spirits kidnapped him and
Hmm.
brought him to a warehouse
And beat him.
and beat him up. And I think that one guy, he's like I've said before, he's killed at least a minimum a dozen people, right? Or
Right.
more. He killed his own parents. So we learned that he killed his own parents. Um first. So and like maybe that's probably when he was possessed.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So and watching the lady, it was really funny watching
She's
him to
crazy.
she's crazy.
She is crazy.
And he's like, I don't like you.
Yeah.
He's like, she's completely chaotic. He at least has some sort of semblance of what he's
Control.
doing. He has
Right.
control, but she has absolutely no control at all. And it's fun to watch because she's like, I I need your clothes, but I don't like your clothes.
Right.
So she's in the bathroom and she sees this lady and she likes her clothes. So she kills her for him.
Yeah.
Hey. And she's like, and she goes outside to the husband, just like, yeah, I'll take that purse. He's like, who are you? Go away. She's like, no, I'll take that. It completes my outfit. He's like, where? She's like, she did put up a fight, and then she goes on her merry way.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
But um so it's called the territory, right?
Yeah, the
That's what Moon
territory.
is able to call. Um so like after all the torturing they did to him and they called, you know, they
The
literally
team,
phoned
the team,
the rest of the team, the
team.
other counters, and I loved that they jumped into action without hesitation.
Yes,
Loved that.
because
And
they
then
knew he
even
could.
when
They knew he had no powers. He
right,
had nothing.
that's what I was just gonna say, because Motak was like, you guys left him
Mm-hmm.
without clearing the other guy's memories or
Right.
making him safe,
Yeah.
or they
Right.
were just worried about themselves. And so it was very hard seeing Mrs. Chu, get beat up
Mm-hmm.
and the other two beat up. It was so sad. So
But
sad.
what really fascinated me was he was so emotional and he was so upset, and he saw, um, well, one of the spirits died. Well, one of the evil spirits died, right? And this the one and the spirit that was inside came out, and
Right.
she just jumped into Moon, just into Moon, and then basically it's like he was a counter, because that's what happens when the counters they take them to bring him to the other side. But she just jumped to the other side, and then he could hear them. He could hear them in the other place,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, and then he started. Then he called. What I thought was just the most fascinating thing. He was so emotional, and he was calling Wei Gen to help him. And she's like, no, no, but he even that inspector just looked out the window in awe. He called that. He lit up that whole thing with the territory. He just lit it
Mm-hmm.
up, and he basically dragged Wagon from another realm
Mhm.
down to him, and she dragged her. She had no choice.
No choice.
He was just begging her.
No
He was
choice.
calling her to help him, and she came. She had no choice. He was pulling her
Mhm.
down into him. So I'm like, okay, there's some ability
Is
that
this
he
a new
has,
power? Yes.
something that he has going on right now that is otherworldly. I mean, we were trying to figure out why Wei Gan just jumped into him automatically, you know, in the very beginning. But
But how do we
there's
know
how do we, you
he
know,
just didn't have that power or ability?
right.
Right.
Hmm.
Right.
So
Like
I thought
that's
he had something when he was a kid, when he was in the accident, when his eyes flashed, you
right.
know. But right, but I don't know what it is really. Maybe we'll find out, maybe we won't find out. See, that's the problem with sometimes with Korean dramas. They Something exciting happens and you're like, oh, I hope they explore that, but then they
They
don't.
go completely
Yeah, that
the
they
other
in the,
direction.
the other direction.
Yeah.
So I hope they don't do that in this, because it's a fascinating story arc that I'd like to see,
Well,
because
and this
it's
show I read is literally breaking records for
mm-hmm,
OCN.
mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm.
that's awesome.
That
Like the
is really
ratings are
mm-hmm.
amazing. Um I don't know how America's embraced it, but like the rest of the world has. So
Well, with OCN and Studio Dragon, and although that's all I've talked about this in a
mhm,
previous episode, I'll link it down below, and you can watch that whole explainer on Studio Dragon and CJE&M.
right.
But I just love the partnership that they have with Netflix, so that people who are watching it in South Korea not long after, the people in Netflix can watch it. I mean, it's
Right.
not simultaneous, I don't think, but maybe 12 hours later we can watch it, and it's already subtitled, ready for us to go. And so basically we can pretty much watch it at the same time as the rest of the world, and take part in it with everyone else. And
Right.
that's one thing I love about streaming, is that it's more available immediately, because I remember how it was even just 7-8 years ago, trying to get Korean dramas,
Right.
if they weren't on Drama Fever. I mean,
Yeah.
it was impossible,
Yep.
so you know
Yeah.
back to our show.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
the only thing that I think really happened afterwards was, I mean, the whole dramatic scene with Mrs. Chu in the hospital.
Hmm.
I literally
Hmm.
thought she was going to die, and
Yeah.
I was just going to stop watching. Because when you take away the hearts of their
Yes.
little, quartet, their
Hmm.
little foursome, their power team, whatever you want to call it, um, I was going to be like, okay, because you
Hmm.
have the Motak, you have Dohana, and
Yeah. Yeah.
and Moon, and they're all great, but
Hmm.
but they were smart. They knew to take her out because she was the one that heals. So
Right.
they knew to separate her. They knew to, so they definitely planned it out. And then, like you said, the when the what are they called then? Good spirit cops. Yes, good spirit cops or agent or whatever. Like when she did see that, and they brought him in, and like I just love the way they did that whole scene and they reinstated him.
Hmm.
I
Like,
loved
should I
that.
be nervous? Yeah, maybe. And then everybody was there clapping. And I'm like, you guys are there. You're posturing, because
He's
he's got something,
yes,
and
that they need.
that they need, and Wagan has no choice. So now they're like, yay, welcome back. We have no choice. We don't know where you are, but something that we don't understand. We'll keep you
Yeah.
close
Yes.
so that we can figure you out. That's what
Yes.
I got from that
Yes.
whole scene.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
that's basically what I got too. Like they were like, "Oh, they're just excited they get to, keep him and use whatever gift he has because he can literally now call people from other worlds." So,
Mm-hmm.
or that's what I got.
Yeah.
That's that's what I got. So, but I'm excited.
I'm excited. I love watching the team's heist, trying to, get this, use not using their, so they're being honest. They're not using their
abilities.
paranormal abilities to do this. They used the resources that they had. Um, and oh, I didn't we didn't mention the elephant in the room, the beginning of the episode. At the end of episode 10, I knew something was going to happen to the female officer because
Oh,
whenever Korean dramas have that happy montage, oh, I already got my memories back. Ah, da, 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 da. I remember you. Let's meet. And then they drag out the meeting scene. She's driving here. He's driving here. They're gonna meet. And then she's like, boom. She did. I'm like,
and
well,
the way they did it though,
that was a lazy way. I
like,
did.
but even the way they had the guy in the hoodie walk behind him, I don't know if you noticed that when Motak was walking towards the car, there was a hooded figure that walked the opposite direction
opposite
behind him.
direction.
I don't even know if that was part of it, but it was, and I don't know if it was sad because I didn't really connect with her. So I was like, oh, okay, that's just another part of his past, and no one else gets their past, so I'm not going to be that excited. Right. Maybe that was the way it was meant to be written. So, he didn't have access to his past. I don't know.
I didn't like the way they wrote her off as a character. I thought she had a bit more to offer, to help take down. I wanted to see her take down the corrupt police, help take down the corrupt police,
Oh, that's true. I didn't think
especially
about that.
since she was the lone token female detective, So I wanted to see more of that, And when they discovered it was interesting how when they discovered the body, and that just kind of segued into them, with the money heist. And I just loved how they got away with that 5 billion won. That's a lot of money. 5 billion won.
I did like the heist, and I did like that they didn't use their supernatural abilities. Yeah. So how fun. I still give it 5 stars. I'm loving it. 10 thumbs up.
It's got it has just the great combination of action and thriller,
Drama.
In drama, you don't know what's going on. It's
even
not
comedy.
Yeah. And it's not sappy, it's not sappy sad, like some dramas are sappy sad.
Well, Startup was definitely sappy sad.
Yeah, that was sappy sad, but it was a good sappy sad, because it was story driven,
right?
And not just a trope, a trope,
Right.
So yeah.
Let us know your thoughts, though. Let us know your thoughts.
We want to know what you guys think of Uncanny Counter as we progress. So we have, I think, just 4 more episodes,
4 more,
and 2 more videos to do. And then we're done with Uncanny Counter. Yeah. Oh no.
So comment below. Keep the discussion going. We love it when you guys get mixed up in the mix. But yeah. So don't forget to like, subscribe.
And ring that bell. Ring that bell. Ring that bell.
Bye, you guys. And as usual, don't forget to check out our other videos.